Come here. All right. No. Good morning. Good morning, Angel. You gonna stay there? Oh, big yawnies. Goodness me. You're so cute. Yes, you are. You're so cute. Let me give you a kiss. Good morning, everybody. It is about 8:25. Just getting up and ready. Just picked out my new outfit. It's not well laid out, but you get the idea. And look, who's still in bed? You got all shy, have you? Bertie, are we gonna go walkies? Ferret, we're gonna go walkies. We're gonna go to the field. Oh. Okay. Fair enough, dude. So I'm gonna throw some clothes on, get ready for the day, take a certain person for a walk, and then I think today is the day we start planning book 4, because I've been putting it off and I don't think I can do that any longer. Hello, I've got my separate little audience. So yeah, let's start our Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. I don't know what day I'm on. Let's go. Okay, so I've made the bed and everything, I've got ready, but I just thought before I went down I would show you my outfit. So this is hold on, let me clear my hair. This is a little, almost like, I can zoom in, this is great, a little like tank top and bottoms set. These do match, they do come with a matching shirt, but the shirt was just far too thin for this kind of weather, so I've matched it with a little cardigan. So this set is F&F, so it's from Tesco. Why am I out of breath? I've literally walked around my bedroom, I haven't walked that far. And this cardigan is Nutmeg, so Morrison's. And this, oh, now we choose to be in focus. Who knew? And I love it. I think this is an outfit I'm so proud of. I love this. I don't want to take this off. Oh, and I've got socks on, obviously. I've got socks on, and these are from Primark. I was bought them, but I think they're from Primark. I'm very happy with this look. This is, so far, one of my best, comfiest autumn looks. And I might just have to do a little gallery slideshow on my blog of all my different autumny outfits. I didn't take one of my last one, but wasn't that autumnal. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling, head downstairs, because Bertie wants a walk. And you will have noticed I have a pair of fluffy socks and I have a dressing gown out, just in case I get chilly later and I want to wrap up. But other than that, let's go and walk Bertie, shall we? Because he'll probably be very annoyed if I don't. Oh, I haven't seen my lip balm. Good morning. Oh, I take it back. Bertie doesn't look bothered. Look how beige I am.
Very beige.
Very beige.
Jump up and make the tea.
I've got my new socks on.
What one?
Oh, and now I've just put a slipper on. Ones we have matching of. Did you buy me them?
Yeah, I think I did.
Are they the set we bought in Primark with the teddy bears on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you want?
And now I'm matched. My pumpkin slippers. Now I do need new slippers because they're falling apart. creating the little intro for this, which you should have seen at the beginning. Hope you liked it. And now I think we're going to start book 4, so I'm going to grab the essentials and bits. I've been putting it off for too long, so...
Oh, hello. What you doing?
Not bothered now. Look who's come back.
Bertie. Boo boo. Hello. Hello. What you doing?
I'm completely unfazed.
You gonna get comfy? Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Oh. Well, you've not actually left me any room to tuck my chair. But okay. Thanks, puppy. Let's go around this side. I always have a blanket at my desk. Can't work without a blanket. Let's go and find him. Oh. Hello. High five. Go on, high five. Go on, high five. Go on, high five. Don't leave me hanging. High five. High five. Rude. Let me zoom you out a bit. There we go. All right, can we have paw? Can we do paw? You're really not playing ball today, are you? Hey, I get under the desk with you. Why are you staring at me like I'm weird? Oh, look at you. Are we going to start writing book 4? Are you going to help Hannah write book 4? Are you? Shall we grab some little bits and pieces and we'll get started? Yeah? Okay, let's do that then. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, gorgeous boy. I don't think this is very good lighting up here. I need my notepad to start at the planning. So all my planning goes in a notebook. And then I write. I'm just hoping.
The light jet.
Oh, look at you!
The light plane.
Oh, I thought it was reds. Oh, sorry, I was wrong. I'm just hoping that's going to be enough pages.
Why don't you use one of the notebooks I thought you'd put?
Because I've got a lot of notebooks left.
Oh.
And I'm thinking if this is half of it, but I can always go on to another notebook if I need it. So, notebook. What else did I need?
Pen?
Yeah, I do need a pen. Oh, I've got to book my MOT.
Oh.
You know what? We'll book that in a little while. Just leave it on my emails. Just in case. Yeah, book, pen, chai latte. Very important. This is delicious. Can you guess what syrup you had in yours? It says, you're the pumpkin to my spice. Not that you can read that. Any guesses? Oh, we can't see.
Tastes caramelly.
Caramel syrup. Oh, this is so good. Oh, I love when autumn comes around.
The only thing I find
Oh, there we go.
with this machine doesn't get very warm.
No, although having said that, when I drank it last night, I'd left it quite a while and it was the perfect temperature.
Not very warm, is it?
See, in my book, that's ideal. You know what I did find in Tesco's when we went shopping the other week?
What?
Oh, I can't think of what it was now. It's like an apple and... Oh, I think it's apple and cinnamon tea. And they do a vanilla chai tea. Mm. Mm. Why can't I drink without making a noise?
I don't know.
It's almost as if my mouth doesn't want to work. Also, oh Bertie, it's 92 days till Christmas. Why do you look sad?
No, I don't.
That's exciting.
It is.
Sound it? Oh dear. That's a bit like my life, falling apart. Right, I'm gonna get cracking. You know what's a really good start? I've forgotten how I start anything. There are some serious planes today.
I don't know whether to wear
They're probably going
leggings
for it.
to see the drifters or a pair of cords.
Oh, take both. Pair of leggings ain't going to take up that much room in a bag. Here I am trying to make really serious executive decisions about, you know, my future career and my book, and there's Mum going, do I take cords or leggings? Right. Go for just a general plan. Okay. Hasn't helped me in the least, but... Hello, so I've started writing, but I'm just stopping for some lunch. I feel like this is... I'm struggling.
Right.
Because I don't know what it is. I feel... Hold on, let me put this down. I feel like with the others, I'd come up with the idea
Do you want to go in the garden?
and it's almost as if in my head I went to plan it and I knew exactly what was going to happen and how and why. I ain't got no clue.
They always say that most writers, after they've written a couple, they get writer's block.
Yeah, but I seem to have that in every book.
Come on. You want to go in the garden?
Like, I've got the idea,
Right.
but it's like, I started Googling stuff. I was like, Hannah, if this...
Do you want to go in the garden? No.
You might want a treat.
Do you want a treat? Oh, let me go and get some more rodeos.
For the dog. Not for Mum. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why this book just seems... I don't know.
Well, you're just planning it at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, I know, but that's the thing. It's like...
You're just
but-
writing
yeah, but-
down your ideas.
yeah, but I've written down my idea.
Oh,
And my idea was 2.5 lines. But you've got to come up with all the logistics of it.
yeah.
Like now in the planning, I have to come up with the motives and how it was done and why people would do it and who was involved. I don't know why, but my whole brain just went, I ain't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. Who did it? How? Why? What's going on?
Well, you've got characters' names.
No, mother, I ain't got any.
Maybe start off with that.
I don't know if it's because I took a break. Because when I've done the last books, the minute I've stopped, I've gone on to the next one. I don't know, but like I've got stuff. I've got stuff written down without giving it away because you can't read it. I've got stuff written down, but
do you know where it's going to be set? No.
It's very difficult to explain where it's going to be
Well,
set.
don't tell me, but all I'm asking you, do you know where?
Well, it will. The whole book will be across different settings.
Right. But you know what those settings are?
Well, yeah, potentially. Like I say, I have to. Yeah. I just have to sit and think. And like, obviously plan, which is the whole point of this stage. But
Yeah. You'll probably find.
I'm hoping at some point it will just click.
Yeah, you'll go, that's what I'm going to do.
Because we know when this is coming out.
Yeah.
You can't say because I'm currently recording, but you know when this is coming out.
Yeah.
By logistics, you know how long I've got to write this.
Yeah.
Don't want to worry anyone, but I have under a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know I did it with this one
You can do
because
it.
I started this in December last year. Did I? No, I think I started in September.
Did you?
28th of September.
Mm.
So I've done this book in just under a year. But, yeah. I need to write the date on the top so I know when I started this.
You'll get there. It'll all just click into place.
Yeah, I hope so. Did I tell you? I didn't tell you. I woke up in the middle of the night thinking of The Inheritance.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and I have no idea why. But I just thought of all the scenarios and like... I was asleep thinking of The Inheritance.
Mm.
It was a very odd sleep. I'd had chocolate the night before.
I had a really good sleep.
Did you?
I've turned the light
We're going to
off
have to
again.
talk now. Good afternoon. I'm sorry it's been like a really... I keep looking the wrong side. Been a really odd, very like bitty kind of day vlog so far. However, I can't really show you physically a lot of what I'm doing because it'll give the game away. Oh, that's bright lighting. I'm going to sit you back there and do that. There we go. That still doesn't work. That's better. So, I thought I would give a little bit of a rundown, and it will just be a little bit of a rundown because I don't have a lot of what I've done today. Because I can't really show you as I'm doing it. Because I can't really see this, and it would just be a lot of time lapses, and I don't feel like that's what you want to see. So, if you're writing your own book and you have absolutely no idea where to start, my sole advice from somebody who's done it on their own is I always find the most daunting part, I'm going to waffle so much throughout this, I can feel it. My sole piece of advice would be just to write something down. Anything. I always see people say that you can't edit a book, you can't do anything to a book until you've written something. With a blank page, you can do nothing. So, I walked up one flight of stairs and I'm already out of breath. I have to start with some kind of planning. I'm not one of those people that can just get a blank notebook and start writing from chapter 1. I can't do it. It overwhelms my brain, it panics me, I don't know what I'm doing. So I take the time to really plan a book. I think at one point I was that in depth planning that I've practically written the whole of a chapter and all I had to do was just fill in the blanks. If you're not sure where to start with planning, check out my blog. I will leave a link to the website in the description. I set out during book 3 that I was going to document the different stages of writing my book on my blog. So I've done it. Let me move you down a bit because I feel like, oh, I don't know if I can. I can. See, all you've got to do is try, Hannah. And I've done it into 3. I'm doing the 3rd one so far. So I've done planning it, writing it, editing it, and then obviously formatting as well. But that will encompass, different elements of like the book cover and things like that. So if you check out on my website, I have uploaded the blog post about the planning stage, and on there I have included a PDF if you're on Mac or, you know, Apple based products, or a Word document if you're more on Microsoft or any other format, of an example of how I would plan. Obviously I haven't done it where you see my writing, but I've put prompts in there, etc. And it's just a basic template as to what you can use if you're struggling to work out how you're going to plan a book. But this is what I do. I'm not going to turn this around for so long because I know there will be some people that will try to pause it and read that. I always start with writing the date of when I've started planning the next book. I like doing this, and it's something really simple, but I get to physically see how long it takes me to write a book. So when I started book 3, I started on the 28th of September 2024. That was just under a year ago. So it's the 24th of September today. So if I'd have started this 4 days later, it would have been a whole year. I'm quite proud of that. Who knew? Who knew? Then I write the title, release date, and then just a basic title of basic book ideas and notes. I'm not going to turn this around because I have both the title and the release date written on mine. And I don't really want to give that away just yet, in case I don't hit it, which I should do, but it's just in case. So, my basic book ideas. When I said previously in this vlog that I was at the point where I was just stuck for ideas and my brain had gone blank, all I'd written was 6 lines, and it was the same or similar 6 lines to what I'd written in my notebook, in my notes app, when I came up with this idea. I used the basic notes idea as like a word vomit section, so it's just these 2 pages are just word vomited ideas. Doesn't matter what order they're in, doesn't matter if they don't fully make sense. It's only you that's reading this. But once you've started, normally I find after a while the words just flow. But I mainly start with thinking who's going to, obviously this will depend on what kind of genre you write, but I write murder mysteries. So my 3 basic points I will start any book with who's the main death, how, and the why, and I feel like the rest of it can build from there. And do you know what? I'm not wrong, because I've basically done that. And I just word vomit as much as I can think of. I think when I then did book 3, I then wrote down in detail the murders, but for this book there are quite a few characters, and I think it's going to be a bit more in depth. So I then moved on to just a basic character list. There are so many characters on this page. Oh my god. I spent about 45 minutes just getting names, name wheels. Oh my, I did not know how good name wheels were going to be. I've never used them. I do in one of my notebooks on like the back 2 pages have just a list of boys' names and girls' names, but not all of them were fitting, so I had to reach out to Google and a name wheel. If you're struggling for names, it's genius. Do it. It's the best thing ever. I think I'm going to just create 2 or 3, one for female names, one for male names, and one for surnames. Do you know how difficult it is to try and think of a surname? Anyway, moving on. So that's my next list. I'm really keeping that. Brief glances. From here, I will either create an in-depth character list, or I will go on to locations, and then I will come back to more detail on the characters afterwards. But that's basically where I stopped writing for now. The last thing I was looking at was a location. And for anybody who's struggling to think of places, if you want an actual house and you're struggling for descriptions, I go on Rightmove. I look for houses in my area that are for sale and I base them off of that. Obviously don't put where they are or whatever, but I will use the interior and the basic layout of a house, because if I didn't, all my houses will look the same, and that's boring. And the joy with my first 2 books was that they were, to be fair, even the 3rd book, they were inspired off of places I'd worked. That is going to really bug me. You can see that line there that's shining on me. I'll lean back. They were based off of places I'd been or that were near me. This one is slightly more tricky because it's not really based on somewhere I've been. But that would be my other advice. If you're wanting to start a book and you have absolutely no idea what to start with, go off of your own experiences. Book 1 for me was set in a primary school because, fun fact, I have a teaching degree. Who knew? Who knew I could have a teaching degree? I didn't. I still don't, but obviously it didn't work out because that's why I'm here. But I used my knowledge off of that for school layouts, etc., and just generally the kind of people you would have in a school, all off of that alone. And then my second one was based in a retail store, because if you're not already guessing, when teaching didn't work out, I then went into a temporary Christmas role at my local supermarket, and that's where I stayed for nearly 2 years. So I based it off of that. So that was great. So if you ever read, or no, not if you ever read, when you read, because you should check them out, you know. That was the worst bit of marketing ever. That was so awful. You should just check them out and just leave it there. Yeah, check out my books. They'll be on my website, which I'll have linked in the description. I'm pretty proud of them, you know. For somebody that hasn't hired an editor, hasn't had someone do the book cover or any marketing for them, I'm really proud of where they've got to. And I want to build them. I want to improve. I want to build this for myself. And I want to help other people do that, which is why we're doing this. Not that I know how much help I'm going to be in this. I'll be real, because I have no writing degree or anything. But we will learn together, and we'll trial and error. But yeah, start off with experiences. Start off with what you know a lot of, or things you've seen and stuff like that. It's like book 3. Can I share? No. But book 3 was a location that I have been to and I've experienced. So it made a lot of sense for me. So that would be my sole advice. I can't think of anything else I was going to say at this point, because that is as far as the planning got. Something I will also do at this point, possibly, I don't know how many chapters this book is going to be, but I will make myself like a deadline list, and I will make different deadlines for each of the elements. So planning this book, I'm going to give myself to the 3rd of October, because the following week book 3 comes out and I'm away. So I need to spend the days leading up to that setting up pre-orders and sending them off so that they can go to people. So I'm giving myself to the 3rd of October, and if I do any work while I'm away, then it's a bonus. If I don't, I'm not going to be too hard on myself. But I will then, once I've planned it and I know how many chapters it will be, I will then give myself a deadline to complete each chapter. I go really thorough on the planning element because, as I've said, if I don't, it overwhelms me. I will say I didn't stick to the checklist and the deadlines as well for book 3, but in my defence, I moved halfway through that. So it was rather difficult to stick with that. But I still managed to, get the book out, and that was planning for the book to come out like November time, and I moved it a whole month earlier and still managed it. So you've got this. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. But it does take a lot of discipline. That light's gonna really bug me. It does take a lot of discipline though. Something I really struggle with. I can have really productive days, and then I can have days where I just sit at my laptop screen and do absolutely nothing. So I think that's where a lot of people say you need to be really strict with yourself, and I'm trying to now create a work home schedule, because before I would write every single day. Like, I wouldn't give myself a break from it. I would just constantly get up, get ready, sit at the laptop, sit at my desk, write or plan or do something for the book Monday through to Sunday, every day of the week. And it was a lot. And then before I knew it, the book was done, and I would sit back and be like, oh my God, what the hell do I do now? Like, I don't have enough time to think of a hobby to do. So I think it's important to discipline yourself and to push yourself with it, but I've had a lot of people say that when they come to writing that they struggle with having that balance because the writing just takes over. And I think that's something I'm going to push to anybody who's starting a book. Please make sure you give yourself a break from it. Don't work throughout. I know it's really difficult for people that also work full time, and I respect people that do that, because I would not cope. I would struggle. I would be so tired. But it is important to give yourself time away from it, because I think that's then when writer's block sets in and you just become so engrossed that when you finish, it's almost like you've hit a brick wall. But anyway, that is planning for book 4 so far. I am now going to get into my PJs. I'm going to do my evening skincare routine. I'm going to have dinner, wash up, and then I'm going to spend the evening catching up on Married at First Sight UK, because we haven't seen any of it, and apparently it's good. So I'm going to leave this here for today. I hope you've enjoyed what you see so far. One thing I will do. Hold on. Here are my books. So if you're interested and you feel like I need to talk in a mirror. Hello. I'm on the floor. If you fancy reading a murder mystery series, want something new, want something from an independent author who's done it all by herself, completely self-published, ta-da! Check out my books. So this is book 1, which is based on a primary school setting. Here is book 2, which is set more in a retail store, but in case you haven't guessed, is more Valentine's Day themed. And then this is so surreal, is my 3rd book, which is available for you to buy October the 11th, 2025, or pre-order now through my website. And if you haven't already guessed from the title and the look of it, it is a Christmas theme. All these covers I have created myself. Obviously, I've created them through a site, so I used Canva for like the text, etc. And just the layout in general. I flipping love Canva. It is the best thing that's ever come into my life. But yeah, that's so surreal. That's crazy. So check them out. And you can buy these in a bundle on my website for £25. So this one is £7.99, this one's £10.99, and so is this one, which comes to, I think, £29 something. But if you buy them in a bundle, it's £25. And through my website, I don't have any examples of them now because they're downstairs. But through my website, you get, why don't I just do this? You can get a free bookmark and a handwritten note card from me, and every copy you buy is signed. So you get the signed book, the note card with a handwritten message from me, and I do handwrite all of them, and a free bookmark. Can't say I can't do better than that. But anyway, I'm going to put these back now and then I'm going to go and get ready. So I will see you tomorrow for hopefully a productive work day. See you then.